Hello, fourth graders. Today what we're going to be doing is continuing to work on word problems, and we're going to be continuing to zoom in on how to use bar models to help us figure out word problems. And what we're going to do today is we're going to solve this problem. So I'd like you to go ahead and read it to yourself, and then I'll read it to you. So it says Randy spent $29.85 on a soccer uniform and $18.75 on soccer equipment. He paid the cashier $50. How much change did he have left? Now you might have a strategy that you're thinking about using right now, but what I really want you to do is just follow along with the bar model strategy. And so what I'd like you to do is write what I'm writing, right when I'm writing it, so that we can keep up together. So what we're going to, when we make a bar model, what we need to do is create a bar model that looks big like this. And this bar model can represent how much money he's begun with. So this bar model can represent $50. And then the bar model below is going to represent how much he paid. Okay, so he bought a uniform for $29.85, and he bought soccer equipment for $18.75, right? Now the question is, how much change does he get back? So out of all the $50, what does he get in return? So this is how we would set up a bar model to show how to solve this problem. So I'm going to ask that you have this bar model copied down. If you don't, pause the screen, because I'm going to move on to a different whiteboard to do the calculations with you, and then we'll return to this. So make sure you have this done. And then I will move to this one. Good thing I have two whiteboards, huh? Okay, so he spent $29 to begin with, and 85 cents, and $18.75. So that's our first calculation that we need to do. So we're going to add this up. You go ahead and add up and pause the video so you can do your own thinking, and then I'll show you the answer as well, and we'll see if we agree. Okay, so I got $48.60 for how much he spent. And now what I need to do is figure out how much change he got back. So how much money did he have to begin with? He had $50. So we'll do $50, and he spent $48.60. Okay, so here's my problem that I need to solve. What do I need to do here to make this make more sense to my eyes? I need to add my placeholder zeros. So I'm showing that there are 0 dimes and 0 pennies in the $50 that he brought in. And so now we can go ahead and subtract, just like we subtract whole numbers. So I'd like you to go ahead and do this on your own again, and then you can check your answer with mine when you're done. So go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so my final answer is he got $1.40 back. Hopefully you got the same answer. And now I'm going to show you our bar model again, which looks like this. So the question mark here is $1.40. So that's one strategy to use when you're solving a multi-step word problem like that. Okay, we're going to do another one. And let's see, which one? Oh, I like this one. I'm gonna do this one. This one can get a little bit, this type of word problem can get a little bit confusing. So I want to show you how to do this in a bar model as well. And you might remember how to do this with a bar model. So you can go ahead and do it on your own if you want. Okay, so a pen costs $2.29. A calculator costs 3 times as much as a pen. How much do a pen and a calculator cost together? So in terms of a bar model, how could we set this up? What are you thinking? Well, what I like to do is I like to label things so that I can keep kind of keep track of my thinking as I go, because these kinds of word problems take longer than just adding 2 numbers together. So sometimes I might lose track of what I was thinking a few minutes ago, so I'm going to write myself notes. So I know that a pen costs $2.29. Okay. And I don't really know what a calculator costs. I just know that it's 3 times as much as this. So I'm going to draw another bar model. And it says 3 times as much as the pen. So I'm going to show 3 boxes. And I'm going to label this the calculator. And so this would be $2.29 if they cost the same, but since it's three times as much, we need 3 $2.29. Okay. So that's what this would look like in a bar model. Now, it's important to look at what the question actually is. So how much do a pen and a calculator cost together? So this and this needs to be combined. So we're going to add $2.29 plus $2.29 plus $2.29 plus $2.29. Now, you could add that up. Or what else can we do? And in math, mathematicians like to move quickly. So what we could do is we can multiply, right? Because there's 4 $2.29 amounts. So I'm going to show you how to do that with decimals, which is multiplying with decimals is a completely different unit, but I'm going to show you this one here. So $2.29, and we had 4 of them. So we're going to multiply by 4. Okay, so go ahead and write this problem down, and you can go ahead and begin solving it. And again, pause the video because I really want you to do your own thinking. And if you're a little bit rusty with multiplication and you get part of the problem wrong at home, that's totally okay. I want you to learn from doing this. So a lot of times in math and other things in our lives, we sometimes learn by doing the wrong thing and then figuring it out how to do it the right way. So pause the video and then I'll show you how we do this. Okay, so 9 times 4 is 36. And 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 3 is 11, right? And then 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1, which is 9. So my answer here is 916. But where do I put that decimal point? Well, we are going to put it, we're going to take a look at this and we're going to notice that there are 2 numbers to the right of the decimal point. So this is our change, right? So if there's 2, 1, 2 here to the right of the decimal, then we're going to come over here and we're going to count 2 over, 1, 2, and we'll get our answer that matches up with our money. So the answer to this problem is $9.16. And so back to this, what our answer was when we added this all together or multiplied, we got $9.16 to purchase both the pen and the calculator. Okay? All right, let's do another one. This one is going to be different. This one, I'm not going to do a bar model. I'm going to ask you to draw a picture of this one. So this one has some other questions, which I'll show you in a minute. So we're going to draw pictures for ourselves to solve this problem. And I think that's also another good strategy to use, is sometimes just visualizing what the question's really asking. So the distance between John's home and his school is 7 49/100 kilometers. The distance from John's school to the tennis academy is 9 87 kilometers, 87 hundredths of a kilometers. The question is, John travels from school to home and then to the academy. How far does John travel? Okay, we're going to come back to this. I'm going to move this so I can show you. But what I would like you to do is go ahead and try to draw yourself a picture of what this might look like. And I'm going to give you a head start, and then I will draw my picture as well. So again, I keep saying it, but you can pause the video and do your own thinking, and then you can return and see what I'm up to as well. Okay, if you're back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a picture. So here is John's home, and I'm going to call that H for home, okay? And he is going to travel a distance to his school. And I'm going to call this school. And I'm going to label 7 49 kilometers. Then he goes to tennis, which is over here. And again, I'm not an artist during math class, so I hope you can see this and understand what home, school, and tennis is. Okay, now this distance is 9 87 kilometers. And then what we're going to do is we're going to revisit the question. And the question is, how far does John travel when he goes to school and then to the academy? So let's go ahead and solve that. And I will get my other whiteboard here. So 7 49 kilometers plus 9 87 kilometers. Add that up. All right, 9 plus 7 is 16. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Here's my fast 10. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 7 is 17. So, oops, what did I forget? I forgot my decimal point. Okay, you've got to remember that. It really changes the number, doesn't it, when you don't have that decimal point in there. Okay, so here's my drawing so far. So the total distance, what I can do is I can draw one of these, is 17 36 kilometers. All right. Now, the last question, so this is a several step question. The last question is, after his tennis class, John goes back to school. What is the total distance John travels? So what are you going to do to solve that problem? I'll leave that here. That was kind of fast. After his tennis class, John goes back to school. What is the total distance John travels? So he went this far, this plus this, which equaled that. And then he went from tennis back to school. So it looks like we need to add this to our answer. So let's go ahead and do that. And I will erase and get that set up. So 17 36 kilometers plus 9 87 kilometers. Okay, now we have 6 plus 7 is 13. 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 1 more is 12. Again, I get my fast 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. And then 1 plus 2, or I'm sorry, 1 plus 1 is 2. And my answer is 27 and 2300 kilometers. So to answer this question, my answer was 27 and 23 kilometers. I'm going to make sure that's what I wrote. Okay, so that's the final answer. So today what I wanted to really zoom in on with you is how to think about word problems before you get started. And there's lots of different strategies to use. You can use bar models, you can draw yourself a picture. I recommend practicing bar models because those are going to come up again in 5th grade math and 6th grade math and so on. But also find which strategies work for you. If drawing pictures works for you, go ahead and sketch out a picture. Do what works for you, but also practice the idea of bar models. All right, I will see you next time.